What's good? What's good? What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? My bad. I messed up. You know, real niggas make mistakes too. You know what I'm saying? Um, 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 um. Y'all tell me why I was sitting around just parlaying, talking my junk on Call of Duty, and then I get some news. They say Trump found guilty of all these goddamn hush money trial situation. Now I wasn't following the, you know what I'm saying, the orange man. I wasn't following them. I didn't really even care. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know they go. You feel me? Y'all know they gonna y'all know they gonna let the orange man walk. He ain't gonna do no time in jail. Ain't none of that. But anyway, before we get into anything, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know y'all opinion. If you don't subscribe, you don't like the screen, man. That's on you. You the one tapped in. I didn't call you. But anyway, we gonna start this off right. Y'all already know this y'all rocking out with 48 hours uncensored. And you know we got my host. My host. What your name is? Or she said like that. I didn't even know I was a part of this. You ain't a part of it, but we got to let them know the host in the building too. She might be quiet, but she in the building, right? I'm always in the building. So you know how we gonna start this off, y'all, while we gonna get into this little Trump situation and the other situation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how this go. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this uncensored. We can say what we want to say. But like I say, we ain't under the 2 minute mark. We're going to let this little 2 minute thing situation go here. So as we let this thing here get into it, before we get into it, y'all know what we're going to do. You ain't going to fucking try. Fucking try. Fucking try. Fucking try. Fucking try. Ah! Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friends turn folks. Seen a lot of homeless flip. Seen nigga go up the road. Seen a lot of homeless flip. When you love them, you don't cause them that. I was built there. Stab you in the back. I'm talking soon as you slip. You're not around. How you had that much empty for the kid. You was flying the whole time and couldn't even see it. You're my dog. You were never supposed to want my spot on me. You were never supposed to cross your line. I knew your heart. It was dirty. You could look me in my eyes. Nigga stabbed me in my heart. I was bleeding inside. How you go against the grain? I believe in you. I need a shirt off my back. Nigga, I trusted in you. When I found you creeping out the wind out of me, just trying to come up off a nigga. You wasn't no real friend of me. How you never sleep at night when you knew you wasn't foul. If you ever needed me, nigga, you knew what I was about. I ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Well, I had to get me a stiff drink on this one here. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't just drinking on the phone. I gave you game just to kill. I ain't never old shit. I was trying to keep it real. You were really down bad. Yeah, I heard it in your voice. I ain't never tell you when they called you were my boy. Now you running around and people throwing dirt on my name. Still ain't never sprayed you once. Called I never changed. I ain't never switched. I'm still standing on the cold. Even when a nigga cross me, I'm still 10 toes. Can't let a fake nigga ever turn me. Can't let a cloud chaser make me cloud chase. Those shots at the boy cause I'm built like that. I can handle whatever comes, there ain't emotion like that. I thought you were gonna be down for life. I rode for you, nigga, wrong but right. I take the loss, I was way too silent. Everybody ain't your friend, don't worry. Everybody ain't your friend. 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 Nah, they all y'all friends. Man, y'all out here riding with uncensored man. This 48 hours. Y'all already know how this getting down, going down, and how this gonna be done in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Got him. Y'all know how we do this here, man. We gonna get a little time, get a little people to come on in, man. You know what I'm saying? If not, we gonna go ahead and tap into what we need to tap into. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Y'all know how this gonna go. Before we get into anything, they say. Oh, shit. I turned this on for a reason, but I forgot what the reason I did that for. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We're gonna keep it moving until somebody join in, y'all. Y'all already see what it is. Y'all see what it ain't, man. But y'all know what I meant to do. I know what I turned that on for the city title, so I won't be cause I ain't got it on the computer. So you telling me Strunk found guilty on every count of hush money trial? I put trial. I might have put trail. I don't know what I put. I think I put trail, y'all. Y'all, let me hold on. Let me fix something, boy. You know my GED be something else, man. I'm worse than Trump. Well, we're gonna get into the next situation of the situation that it is, man. It's done though. It's fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed. Let me see. Yeah, it's fixed. It's spelled trial now. But let's just get into the next one, man. Y'all already know this shit here aggravation over here, boy. Ain't no more pressure over here. Yeah. Oh my. Man, we ain't doing nothing but standing on business over here on Uncensored, y'all. That's that Anthony G, y'all. And I ain't got to worry about nothing more. Why don't go to work tomorrow? Sometimes I'm wrong. But if I say it, like the way you gotta know, I gotta stand on. Stand on, yes. I gotta stand on. Yes. Sometimes I'm right, yeah. Sometimes I'm wrong. But if I say it, like the way you gotta know, I gotta stand on. I'm standing on you. Put it all on me. If I said it, then I mean it. I know what's coming back. I got to answer to my bullshit. No regret, just like mistakes. I lessons that I learned from. Gotta hold true to all the principles I stand on. I'm a man first, plan. If I'm wrong, I take the blame. My head up and my chest down. I make choices, I'm not ashamed. We're not the same, I'm a man, homie. Right or wrong, I'm a stand on it. Ain't like the one that'll change on you. If I'm wrong, which I can't change on you. I love you if I say I do. I'll never play love. I'm standing no business. If they ever try to speak on you, then that's right. Yeah, they do. I love you if I say I do. That's why I go to jail to hear about you. Sometimes I'm right, yeah. Sometimes I'm wrong. One time, Papa Smurf, real Smurf in the building. My brother from another family, man. But we sing. Blood don't make us thick. I mean, closer. It's our relationship, yeah. Yeah. They told me Trump would get the old trial, get the all counts. I can't swear a soul. Only the truth can tell me. It is stuff on your toes. You just got all of y'all. Man, if you agree with me, I said it in this thing. If I did it in this thing, you don't need to tell a lie. I'm gonna tell you what I'm on. You ain't gotta ask them pull up or just hit me on my phone. Nigga, I'm my daddy's son. If you ain't know that, God damn, teach you something. Don't try to correct me if I said it is down. Yeah, you know it's 100, man. First said hello. Smurf said hello. You good. Tell sister. I probably didn't pop it. I ain't pop it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They told me. So you telling me that this nigga Donald Trump done got himself in a predicament in the situation of a predicament of a predicament in a situation where they done found this hand off 30. Let me see. I know they said it was about 30 something, and he got 50 more hanging over his head. Man, this is wild, y'all. Let's talk about this. So you telling me. I didn't know nothing either. I'm looking at it now. So, you know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna do a reaction to this whole situation of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how CNN play and all CBS and all them play. Them motherfuckers, they'll put you, they'll cancel your page, man. So we gonna just listen to the audio. But we gonna listen to what they say. So they words could be, we could just talk about they words, and we give up honest opinions over here as black folks. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get none of these little, none of these little Caucasian answers. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk real shit over here. You feel me? This ain't none of that. Oh, I'ma bite my tongue situation. You know what I'm saying? So we finna get into it though. We gonna get into it. Let me just do what I'm doing right here behind the scene. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get some things situated in the situation. We gonna get into it though, y'all. I'm almost done, y'all. Just give me a why I ain't gonna play another one that fast though. You know what I'm saying? Had to get, you know what I'm saying, let these things here move around. You did. But yeah, what I heard and what I'm seeing that they say, oh, Trump. Let's listen to a little bit of CNN before we get into it, before y'all think I be telling a lie. You know what I'm saying? Let's listen to CNN. That charging form is essentially a grid. On the left, it's listing each of the 34 felony counts against former President Donald Trump. And then let me know if y'all can hear that. Two boxes, and they simply have to check guilty or not guilty for each of those 34. You were just speaking earlier about the questions the jury had yesterday after only 4 hours, roughly. Yeah, y'all let me know if y'all can hear that. additional instruction from the judge. Hold on, let me put it back a little bit. Really way is that charging form is essentially a grid. On the left, it's listed. Is that charging form is essentially a grid. On the left, it's listed each of the 34 felony counts against former President Donald Trump, and then each count is followed by 2 boxes, and they simply have to check guilty or not guilty for each of those 34. You were just speaking earlier about the questions the jury had yesterday after only 4 hours, roughly, of deliberation. They wanted additional instruction from the judge in how to really weigh Michael Cohen's testimony, considering he was an accomplice to a crime he admitted to. The judge clarified that you cannot take what Michael Cohen says as fact and convict based on it alone unless, or in fact, it needs to be corroborated with other evidence, other testimony. They also sought instruction from the judge. 34 count. The crimes, the potential crimes. Hold on, we're going to get to a little video pictures when we get to talk. Additional instruction this morning, after yesterday's 4 hours of deliberating. They also received 4 additional components of testimony that relates to the Trump Tower meeting, which the prosecution says was the nexus and the core of the illegal scheme that took place in the summer of 2015. And they sought additional testimony from David Pecker, a close confidant of Donald Trump, who to this day says that that's someone who he admires. He considers himself a friend of Trump. But much of Pecker's testimony confirmed that Trump was involved, confirmed that Michael Cohen was keeping track of things. Okay, Errol, we have to go. We want to take you right now. Oh, she just go. Hold on, let me make sure y'all be able to see it when I get there. She just gonna cut Buddy off. I'm talking about she just cut Buddy off. Let me make sure we line it up before we get into it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let me make this a little big face. Let me put a big face on here. Nah, we're gonna leave it at the other thing because that other one's so better. That show better. Y'all still here? Y'all still here with me? For what y'all heard so far? Do y'all think that boy there gonna be looking at something like this? Myself, dog, Monday through Friday, homie. From 8 in the morning to 5 in the evening, dog. 8 to 5. It's the niggas in the courtroom around the country, my nigga. Fight for they motherfucking lives, dog. And crackers ban me niggas every day, my nigga. But dog, when they called the day, they gave me 15. Trying to ban my little nigga, he was 17. Young nigga don't even know what all that time mean. West ass crackers and shout my nigga dream. They hollering military, they want me to do the whole thing. Niggas showed up in court on my dog and did the same. Nigga did my nigga, now I got to bust his brain. Nigga would've did me, my dog would do the same. His lady calling me crying and now I'm full of pain. Kinda losing all my niggas to the chain gang. In 30 minutes the nigga whole life can change. And trying to over-sentence the niggas when this shit gon' change. Twist that crack again, nigga, on the heel. And your mama leaving out the cold room until crack it on the ass, nigga breathe for real. Take a nigga live from him, they don't know how to feel. Twist that crack again, nigga, on the heel. And your mama leaving out the cold room until crack it on the ass, nigga breathe for real. This gonna be Trump's song, y'all. They don't know how to feel. Talk to me all yet, but I know it's sick. Next 15 years, let's hide behind the fence. And crack a find a nigga guilty, hit him with the bitch. And run the dog 27 on his first offense. The time they get a nigga for the crack and make it sense. And jack the number up, now it's 85%. They did that to make you fuck niggas out of snitch. And put conspiracy in the game to railroad the click. And crack a feel like niggas ain't got no common sense. My nigga paper ain't right, they ban him off the mill. I'm working this finna gon' get this shit by long trip. And judge innocent niggas without a killing. Put that crack again, nigga, on the heel. Now your mama leaving out the cold room to deal. Crack it on your ass, nigga, breathe for real. Take a nigga life from down the hill. Put that crack again, nigga, on the heel. Now your mama leaving out the cold room to deal. Crack it on your ass, nigga, breathe for real. Take a nigga life from them, they don't know how to feel. How the fucking full bubble get you a life sentence. Look here, crack a 7 years, money on your head. Shoot a nigga in the leg, they finish you like a killer. Crack and catch you with that hair and push you under the pills. You a nigga that means guilty to proving innocent. Money talking bullshit, walking 1,000 miles. You ain't got a paid lawyer, then don't go to trial. Crackers on each other favor, else try to. You guess he would give you know what I'm talking about. Nigga took 30 years on a cop. Fuck you get 30 years for breaking the bitch high. Cracker play a daddy game, boy, this shit wild. Put a daddy crack again, nigga, on the heel. And your mama leaving out the cold room to deal. Nigga, breathe for real. Take a nigga live from them, they don't know how to feel. Put a daddy crack again, nigga, on the heel. And your mama leaving out the cold room to deal. Cracker don't love the ass, nigga, breathe for real. Take a nigga live from them, they don't know how to feel.
Hey, now Trump sitting up behind that fire line, y'all. Let's continue. Let's get into it, y'all.
To a CBS News special report.
Oh, look at that.
This is a CBS News special report. I'm Nora O'Donnell in Washington, and we are coming on the air with breaking news from the first criminal trial of a former president in the U.S., that is Donald Trump. We have just learned that the verdict is in. After sitting silently through 22 witnesses over 16 days of testimony, the jurors' verdict, whatever it is, will be unprecedented. Just to remind everybody, Donald Trump is charged with 34 felony counts of falsifying business records.
34. Y'all heard that? That boy hit 34 of them things. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 34. Now, y'all tell me, before we go any farther, what black man walked out of the fucking courtroom and I got 34 motherfucking charges? Fellas at that. Please tell me. So you telling me a nigga can catch 34 motherfucking charges and walk out the courtroom? God damn. It must be nice to be a cracker. It must be fucking nice. One, look at here. Man, these folks were talking about giving me 17 years and still made me go to jail for 3 months. And I only had 34 rocks.
They wanted to give you 17 years.
They wanted to give me 17 years.
34 times. Now watch how he walk out of this like he did shit.
Look at you, y'all.
All tied to those hush money payments made to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Prosecutors claim that the payments were part of an elaborate scheme to, quote, conceal crimes that hid damaging information from the voting public during the 2016 presidential election. Now, what about these felonies? Well, each felony carries a potential sentence of up to 4 years in.
A potential? Well, these motherfuckers ain't told me about no motherfucking potential when I was going to jail. They told me this motherfucker, it leads up to this much time. Nigga, you finna catch either this or you finna catch either that. I ain't never heard potential none time when I went to court. None time. Man, y'all tell me when y'all heard potential.
No.
Man, this some sidewalk shit here, boy. This is some sidewalk shit here. And y'all telling me this shit ain't, man, look here, man. This shit here. This shit here man, let's listen to some more first.
In prison and a $5,000 fine. Now, if Donald Trump is convicted.
Now, we know you got to go to prison because they told us a year and a day is prison time. If you catch a 365, 366, you going to prison. That's what they told us. Man, you telling
Prison
me.
time is not certain. That will be up to the judge during the sentencing. Let's go right now to Chief Election and Campaign Correspondent Robert Costa, who has been inside the courthouse today. And Robert, what do we know?
Good to be with you, Nora. It is an unreal.
Oh, Lord. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, I don't mess around and press the mute
Everywhere, bracing for this verdict to be revealed by the jury, which has been deliberating all day. Based on our reporting at CBS News, the jury has zeroed in on documents and testimony about a key 2015 meeting between David Pecker, the former publisher of the National Enquirer, and longtime fixer Michael Cohen, who was a crucial witness for the prosecution. The jury is wanting to go over this testimony to figure out, was Trump directly involved in the so-called catch and kill scheme to bury scandalous stories about Trump before the 2016 election? We also know the jury wants to know more about that underlying crime the prosecution has been arguing about for the past 7 weeks. That this wasn't just so-called hush money payments.
Hey, what you say, Smurf? Man, let me drop that link, man. Let me drop that link. That nigga say he caught 6 months for a couple of bags of weed. And had to go do a program. I'll tell you. For 26 bags of weed. And now it's legal. Man, so you telling me a motherfucker catch a motherfucking felony charge, found guilty, they still walked out the courtroom. Boy, wait till this shit happen. Only in America. America. Hey, like they say, man, I'm gonna tell y'all how Greasy said. I'm gonna let Greasy tell y'all, man, how this shit is, man. This song.
Take this big trial and go with your vibe. Probation if you fucking contest inside. You keep it 50 rounds, draw on in your nine. On some ignorant shit, hope you gon' take it up. Hope you gon' take this big trial and go with your vibe. Violate probation if you fucking contest inside. You keep it 50 rounds, draw off in your nine. On some ignorant shit, hope you reppin' your flag. Nigga, front at you some do what you took in the rain. Now it's $1,000 every day on your ass. Showing 30 rounds, cause when you letting them stand. Ballin' hard on them hoes with the paper tag. Every night you in the club, let it blow like a fan. The whole hood know you now you feeling like a man. You booted up, you went from 0 to 100 grand. And you can ball how you want, cause you taking them trips. On the road once a week with a couple of steps. After you flip this half a bird, you gon' cop you a 6. Ocean Drive on the beach and you dropping the dick. You got your baby mama man. She put you out, put your clothes in the grocery bag. Too many hoes you been putting on Instagram. Smoking loud on the live while you counting back. On the ignorant shit, oh you living illegal. Cause your baby saying right, got you stuck in the deal. Doing donuts on the block and say he was a needle. Your daddy left you as a child, you ain't getting meal. That's why you live with this shit. Oh you gon' take it up. Oh you gon' take this bitch to trial and go with your vibe. Violate probation if a public contestant inside. You keep it 50 rounds, could drum off in your nine. Oh, ignorant shit. Oh you gon' take it up. Oh you gon' take this bitch to trial and go with your vibe. Violate probation if a public contestant inside. You keep it 50 rounds, could drum off in your nine. Oh, you a killer, you gon' knock out any bitch in your bag. Play with my bitches all you want, but don't you fuck with the bag. I got a message for you pussy niggas holding me cash. If you ain't got it when I catch you, kick a hole in your ass. Nigga, I so door by myself. I get drunk by myself. Got the presidential early in the flood of my eye. Make a bitch with your eyes when my shit hit the light. Moved out of mama house, I'm really living a line. Keep a big booty bitch up on my dick every night. On the jet flying private, eating chicken and rice. Nigga wanna take the credit, but I give it the cry. All the bitches on the ground get a big lie. You can turtle with that pussy really hitting lie. And when you ride it, you ride it like a motorbike. But you can get this for the dollar, bitch, show you right. You drop the Brennan wine, 28 so cold cream inside. You put the 21 back and cream every time. It ain't no like it over here, but keep it on the side. On speed and shit, get back on your grind. You send the money to your pockets, who doing some time. And take care of the killers you got on your line. A bunch of wild young niggas with it on their mind. On speed and shit, oh, you gon' take it what? Oh, you gon' take this baby trial and go with your vibe. Violate probation, if a fuck nigga test me inside. You keep a 50 round, cook drum off in your nine. On speed and shit, oh, you gon' take it what? Oh, you gon' take this baby trial and go with your vibe. Violate probation, if a fuck nigga test me inside. You keep a 50 round, cook drum off in your nine. On speed and shit, oh, you gon' take it what? Oh, you gon' take this baby trial and go with your vibe. Violate probation, if a fuck nigga test me inside. You keep a 50 round, cook drum off in your nine. You on speed and shit, go start music. That part. It's the boy Gracie. All right. You hear me?
Yeah, that's some ignorant shit, y'all. But we gonna get back to it. First, let's see what Smurf said. Cause I don't get caught in a crime as was made it a misdemeanor. Oh man, Trump just got convicted of a bunch of felons, and they trying to say like that ain't a crime. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's listen to some more of this ignorant shit.
Stormy Daniels. It was about something bigger, about interfering in the 2016 election by deliberately labeling these payments as legal expenses and withholding information from American voters.
It's a very important point, Robert, as the district attorney in this case said from the very beginning. In his words, this is not a case about money for sex. It's about conspiring to corrupt a presidential election and then lying on business records to cover it up. But the question for those 12 members of the jury was the intent question. And so that's what they have worked out on what we estimate to be about 10 hours of deliberation. Robert, I also understand from our team of reporters that are still inside the courtroom that Trump is sitting with his arms crossed. He's pouting, he's staring at the judge, and it feels tense inside the courtroom. You've watched Donald Trump over these past 6 weeks and have been in close contact with officials close to him. What has been his mood, his demeanor? How would you characterize this moment is?
Nora, I can't underscore the drama of the past 15 minutes. It was just 15, 20 minutes ago that many people inside the courthouse behind me, including our own reporters, members of the Trump team, members of the prosecution, believed the jury would be deliberating till about 4:30 this afternoon and then break and then resume deliberations on Friday. Then a sudden turn. A verdict was made. A verdict was decided. It has not yet been revealed. Everyone called back into the courtroom. Trump was confident all day. We saw him mingling with his staff, talking to family members in the holding room as they waited for the deliberations to be over.
Hold on,
he
yeah.
has to be here at the court as the jury deliberates. But he was in an upbeat mood. That has turned. The verdict is now coming. And this is more than just a legal battle for former President Donald Trump. He is the first former president of the United States, any American president, to face a historic criminal trial. And this comes in the middle of a presidential campaign against President Joe Biden,
Oh,
whose
they
campaign
trying.
has been here
They
in
really
recent
trying. It's
days in
something
Lower
big
Manhattan.
going on,
Everything's
y'all.
on the
And
line
they trying
right
to
now
distract
for
everybody
Trump, the
with
former
this.
president
Because
of the
they know
United
they ain't
States.
finna do
Will
nothing
he
to
serve
that man,
jail
y'all.
time if
Yeah,
there
they
is a
are
guilty
sure, man.
verdict?
So
It
they
could be
trying to
probation,
distract
but
us
a
from
prison
what's really going.
sentence
It's
is
something
Hold on,
big
let
going
me.
on.
this is someone
What'd you say?
It's something big going on that they
No
trying to
fly.
keep us distracted from. Cause if you notice, they doing this at they got this Diddy thing going on. Diddy did what he did to grown people that consented. Now, if you gonna get him for people that was underage, that's something different. That's something totally different. But for them was grown people that consented to have nasty sex with a nasty pervert. And this Trump thing, it's something bigger going on in the world that they trying to distract us from. And they trying to keep our minds wrapped up in this because they know they ain't finna do nothing to Trump.
You ain't lying.
He ain't finna go to jail like R. Kelly. And he ain't finna go to jail like Diddy if Diddy get convicted of what they say he did. But me personally, like I said, if you want to go after the man for the charges of the people that was underage, that's different. But them was grown people that knew what they was doing. Because grown people do what grown people do. And if something is uncomfortable, guess what grown people do? They get the hell on. So I don't understand why they trying to go after this man so bad. And then this Trump situation.
We talking about Trump. You gotta stay on what's called.
No, but I'm saying just from listening to this, it's something big going on. It's something about to go down that they trying to distract us from. Because me personally, I don't think he might pay a bunch of fines.
Hey man, that man ain't going to jail.
But he ain't going to jail. Now, what person, regular person, you know that could do something like that and not be in jail?
Going? Not my color.
I'm talking black people.
I'm not my color. I don't know nobody my color go do all this good stuff and yeah, let's listen to the good shit that Trump did.
Who just said minutes ago to reporters he wants to campaign. And this has already been a burden, a real political cost for him, costing him time.
Robert Costa, thank you. And we should note that the picture you are looking at right now is a
Now I'm gonna tell y'all, this shit get deep though. This shit get deeper as it goes farther. I didn't hear too much of this. We gonna listen to this at the same time as I'm watching it. Y'all go watch it too. It's on CBS News. Y'all go watch it at the same time as I'm watching it, and y'all can correspond. The link is dropped. I was just gonna say something. Lost my train of thought. We'll get it. It gonna get very interesting as it goes farther into this live stream that they did, CBS News. I'm not gonna show it as it's showing. If it stops at a certain point when I get ready to play my little music, then I bring y'all in. Y'all will watch the screen.
Because y'all know this, after all this big stuff that they talk about with these celebrities, it's always something like when the COVID came out, it was the war going on and all this and that. Now that this is going on with this Diddy and this Trump thing, well, what's coming next?
But
it's nobody in the mix that they trying to hide.
Nobody still ain't talking about that. This man is still in this run to be some kind of president. Now he found guilty. Ain't nobody denounced him yet and said they dropped him from the ballot.
Well, he ain't no different than the rest of the
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He's still running in this ballot. They didn't commit to that. But let's finish listening, y'all.
live picture from right outside the courtroom where we have seen Donald Trump appear some days at the end of the trial or before to make statements about what he has called a witch hunt going on inside.
Oh, and he got time to get to the trial. You supposed to be on time for it. Boy, y'all, if y'all ain't paying attention, y'all better pay attention, boy.
Bring in our chief Washington correspondent, Major Garrett. We've been to places in history that we've never been before with Donald Trump. Twice impeached, now is likely to become, or could become, I should say, the first president tried in a criminal trial to either be acquitted and found not guilty or guilty. We just haven't been here before in this. What are the stakes for Donald Trump as he is the Republican Party's nominee?
Right. To pick up on Robert Costa's point, it's not just that he's a former president, Nora. He's a Republican nominee in waiting and an active presidential.
And all words is saying he's a white man, he's a Caucasian, and waiting. He's a nominee of a presidential thing, and he's a felon. Man, let's just break that shit down, y'all.
Campaign, shadowed as he has been for months now by criminal indictments.
Man, look, man. We done got convicted of shit that we ain't even do. We done got convicted of shit that ain't even hurt nobody. We done got convicted. Man, why the fuck this shit? Man, I'm like my wife, man. This shit don't make no sense.
We're now going to have
to tell y'all, it's something to go down.
any of the pending
It's something that they're trying to distract us from. Every time they do this kind of stuff, there's always something they're trying to distract
believe there will be a burst of energy around.
Liz, what's good? What's good? What's good with you? Liz, what's good? What's good? What's good? Man, welcome in, welcome in. Y'all know it. When somebody come in, y'all know we gotta get them a warm welcome. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, Liz.
There you go, y'all.
Wax steaming like a pinata. Fuck you, blue Balenciagas. Robin Jean with the phone pots. Hit the club, them a black bottles. Bloods with me, whoop, whoop, whoop. No sex tripping, they know I'm creeping, fool. She's a piece of 10K gold. I'm a fucking fool, you better act cool. Sherman shovels in my patio. Trying to kill, I was born a deal. I was on the hill, RIP 2. Wanna rest in peace, Cooper deal. But then back out, you don't fuck the dog. Hit the Magic City, fuck it out. Yeah, I ain't know me, I don't give a fuck on the street, nigga. You can walk it out. I'm in Pittsburgh with a light on. Young nigga with a back roll. Straight the pot, I was in the hood. Mama stayed on Glenwood. 17 with a 38. Don't fuck around and make me 38. 24 hours, I'm trying to get it. I'm gonna wait no first for that. Got a family to feed, got a family to feed. They depending on me, they depending on me. If you don't believe in me, I'm like, fuck you. I thought you believed in me. I thought you had the rest, but you got evicted. Heard you had it on you, penny picture. Till I pull up, yeah. Rest on me like a motherfucker. I was jet broke like a motherfucker. Rest on me like wow. Fuck niggas like how. How you do that? Dropped out of port. I was on the go. Mama couldn't tell me shit. I was trapping nigga folk. Take the pain away. I got a man away. See my family. Got a family to feed, got a family to feed. They depending on me, they depending on me. If you don't believe in me, I'm like fuck yeah.
Think about it. It ain't no way. If they can catch you in a lie ASAP, how this man get away with 36 crimes against him? Now they know if you owe a bill, and they go through your tax work like no other with a magnifying glass. How he get away for 36 times? Think about it.
He didn't get away. I'm just saying.
They already knew what he was doing.
But I'm saying, this is.
This is a distraction.
No, what I'm saying is, it's an issue here.
Keep your eyes open, America. Keep your eyes open because it's something that they're trying to distract us from.
I don't know what it is. What
the government been doing this for years. Trying to distract us with these celebrities that ain't got nothing to do with us, and we living in the real world.
We watching, what I'm telling you, what we watching history of. All this time, we got a 3 strike mandatory. And if I'm gonna just talk about Florida, we have a 3 strike mandatory. If you catch 3 felons, you out. He caught 30s plus, and he ain't out. Come on, man. And he still listen to what they say.
The former president in a very positive political way. If he's convicted, they believe, those in the Trump inner circle, that this will be convulsive for the country, because at least a third of the country, Nora, and maybe more than a third, believe this entire case should never have been brought in the first place, agree entirely with the former president's orientation to this, that others looked at this and didn't seek to prosecute this, that this is a legal reach to take a business records case, attach it to a felony in a campaign context, which has
34 accounts. 34 felons.
No, he shouldn't have never even been up in the running for president. He should have had to clear this before he even got in the running.
What I'm saying, he got 34 counts. He just got found guilty of 34 accounts of felons. 34 accounts. They told us we only get a 3 strike. We get 3 felonies, and we son off.
Everything is about money. They ain't gonna charge him a hefty fine. I'm
not talking about no money. I'm not talking about none of that. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying. It's supposed to be a law that if you get convicted of 3 felonies, you strikes out. You get the max of whatever it is you done did. You get the max of that time. But it looked like everything that looked like this orange man is able to get these and rack up a whole fucking lot of fucking felonies.
Mm-hmm.
Let's listen.
Never been prosecuted before in New York. They agree with that orientation to this. And if he's convicted, those in the Trump inner circle predict a convulsive reaction. However, there will be a part of this country, Nora, that will say if the former president is convicted, there is now finally some institutional accountability for someone who has been toppling, or at least attempting to topple, all sorts of institutional norms in this country. I can't give you an assessment of the actual point by point, number by number political reaction to this, but we are in a fraught moment in American history. A lot of things hang in the balance, not just for former President Trump, for the Republican Party, the Democratic.
Y'all know what holds in the balance? A lot of these niggas that's in jail right now, that's sitting in there, they got a 3 strike, and they 3rd strike might have been driving without no license. And they in fucking prison. That's what the fuck hold in the balance. How the fuck we could get 3 fucking felonies and we got to go to prison the rest of our life, and this cracker here could get 34 fucking felonies? And they debating this shit?
They've been doing that for years.
No.
I just said in his song, they give them no time for money laundering millions.
Man, this shit.
Everybody already know that. The law is on their side.
But if you get caught with a PPP loan, you can catch 5 or more years. See, the thing is, man, we allow these fucking crackers to make a law in our fucking country
That only work for
that only knocks us down even more. But when they do the fucking same fucking law, crime, they get off, they can get probation. But ain't a motherfucker never said you could get probation. They told me 17 years if I get caught again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This shit just not adding up to a felon. When you know I got a homeboy in jail right now, I got several homeboys in jail right now that can't even win an appeal. And you telling me this cracker could get 34 fucking felons in this fucking country?
Do you think that's gonna mess up his record?
Who?
Trump.
Record of
Do you
what?
think he'll be listed as a felon?
Man.
Do you think he'll be listed as a felon?
That shit
like everybody else?
This shit like this right here.
Ooh, yeah. I don't care. You are so shit. And I keep my breath stuck to see that snake shit. You ain't put my name on it, make me respect it. I'm talking face to face shit. You ain't gotta like me, but you sure gotta illustrate me. I'm cool on that face shit. And I keep my breath stuck to see that snake shit. Man, you put my name on it, make me respect it. I'm talking face to face shit. You ain't gotta like me, but you sure gotta respect it. Say what you want about me, makes me how you feel. I ain't losing no sleep about it. It is what it is. Just respect what you say, cause shit you said it to them. Let's up and let's talk about it. Get down and shut up about it. It's falling in your face, shit. Knowing they don't fuck with you. I swear to God, that's straight shit. And that's why I even pay you to see that fake shit. I don't need my business. I'm just cool on that fake shit. I'm cool on that fake shit. And I keep my friends cut to see this nigga shit. Man, you put my name on it, make me respect it. I'm talking face to face shit. You ain't gotta like it, but you sure got to respect it. I'm cool on that fake shit. And I keep my friends cut to see this nigga shit. Man, you put my name on it, make me respect it. I'm talking face to face shit. You ain't gotta like it, but you sure got to respect it. You get hate in your heart. Yeah, you hate to see me with it. Tear you apart. You got issues with me. You know they envious, but you can't help it. My blessing just make you sweat through your skin. That's alright. Just make sure when you mention me that you don't know about it. Not your head, I need to come correctly. No, I don't respect shit unless it's said directly. You don't get a bad shit. Respect that. I'll keep your mind closed. I'll get your eyes closed. But that big shit that you want, that keeps around. I see a snake. That's the reason you know I keep my friends low. That fake shit. My friends cut to see that snake shit. I put my name on it, make me respect it. I'm talking face to face shit. You ain't gotta like me, but you sure gotta respect it. Cool on that fake shit. My friends cut to see that snake shit. Put my name on it, make me respect it. I'm talking face to face shit. You ain't gotta like me, but you sure gotta respect it.
But man, this ain't nothing but a bunch of fake shit, man. Ain't nowhere in here you telling me, man, we could go to jail, man, the rest of our life, and we catch 3 fucking felonies. And this cracker here get 34 motherfucking felonies and get convicted. And man, I'm talking about he get found guilty of these goddamn 34 motherfucking felonies. And they talking like he can walk. Man, come on, man.
But it's been proven several times that they can do the same thing and get away with it like it ain't nothing. I know this is a little bit off topic.
No, we don't want to. We gonna stay on topic, man.
We gonna stay on topic, but this lady in Tampa, she had ran over 6 little children. She ran over them little children, 6 little black children. Some of them died. Some of them was in critical condition. She did not stay at the scene. She went home. She changed her car. She fixed her car. Her daddy helped her. And that lady went to court and she just got probation. It's a known fact that nothing happens to them the same way. Now, every now and then they might get stuck up in the system where they might be in, some of them might be in jail. But most of the time, it's the ones that done grew up in the hood with us. But they don't go to jail for stuff like how they put black people in jail. If that was a black lady that did that, they'd have put that lady in jail for years.
But yeah, this John. Hey, like they say, man. So you telling me that Trump could get found guilty of 34 motherfucking felonies, and a nigga like me could go to jail the rest of my life for 17 years if I get caught with another crime. Paul, this shit here, son. I wasn't following the story, but I'm surprised he was found guilty. Are they felonies? All of felonies. Or are we now waiting for the penalty phase? Nah, they all felonies. So I don't know. Like I say, man, it ain't going like how it go for when I went to jail. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Let's listen to some more. Let's put a little bit more twist on it.
President Biden and our sense of institutional permanence and norms.
No doubt, and this is day 2 to remind everybody of the jury deliberations. And just a short time ago, we got word from the judge that a verdict was in. Judge Merchan saying the jury has a verdict, but we would like an extra 30 minutes to fill out forms if that is possible. Want to bring in a former Manhattan Assistant District Attorney and CBS News legal contributor, Rebecca Roiphe. She joins us now. And Rebecca, this 30 minutes, of course, everyone is waiting to hear what this jury has decided. First, 10 hours over 2 days, the number of questions that they asked to get clarification on. What do you think that tells us about how this jury may be leaning?
You know, it's always impossible to know what a jury has decided until that verdict is actually read. However, this was an incredibly quick deliberation over 2 days. As you said, only about 10 hours of deliberation. It looks like the jury was thinking carefully about the testimony and about the elements that needed to be proved beyond a reasonable doubt. But, you know, generally.
Good question. Good question. Look, see, a lot of people, we not questioning the whole democracy of how this presidency thing go. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be a president if you ain't even a citizen. I mean, if you are not a born, you have to have born rights of this country to be president. First off, no, they say that's why they keep giving y'all felonies. They keep giving you niggas felonies. Cause no, that's what they say, that you cannot have a felon being and run for president. But you ain't gonna hear him now time to announce that he shouldn't be running for president. See, the democracy seems like it runs when niggas don't say nothing. And I'm talking about Native Americans. When niggas don't say nothing, this shit goes under the table like how it's going. If y'all read the Constitution says you have to be you have to be a born citizen. You have to have born rights in this country. That doesn't go for your father, and your grandparents, and none of that. If you're a migrant and you're an immigrant, you cannot run for anything in this country. You shouldn't even be a police officer. But see, we don't know the law. We don't go and fight the law. But let's listen.
Speaking, when verdicts are rendered this quickly, it usually is a sign that is positive for the prosecution, because it normally takes far longer for 12 jurors to agree to acquit than this short amount of time. But of course, really, that is pure speculation at this point.
Let's also bring in Caroline Pelosi. She is a
already
criminal defense attorney
offered that
and
man
lecturer
probation, and he
in
took
law
it. Just
at
think.
Columbia Law School. And Caroline, good
Y'all
to
done
talk
gave
to
him
you.
his charge, and he
Just on
took
this
it.
matter, falsifying business
His
records in New
what
York,
did
that
they
is a
It's
misdemeanor.
fine,
This can be
and he paid
elevated
it.
if, in fact, intent was used to conceal another crime. That's why this
He
case
must
is
have pled
relevant,
guilty.
because the prosecutors made the case that there
You
was
ain't got to
intent
plea when you take it to trial.
campaign finance violation.
You take it to trial, you
Their
guilty.
witness said it could have tipped
Or
the
you
election.
innocent. One of the
What do
two.
you see that the jury has come back so quickly?
That's right. I really do agree with Rebecca. I think the swift nature of this verdict and the fact that we didn't get any other notes from jurors saying we're having trouble coming up with the unanimous verdict, something of that nature. We were bracing ourselves for something along those lines. I agree. This feels like guilty verdicts are on the way. The object crime that you're talking about there is a New York State conspiracy to violate election law, and that is by influencing an election through unlawful means. And we saw that the jurors requested rereads of testimony, David Pecker's testimony regarding that 2015 Trump Tower meeting in which the prosecution alleged this plan, this conspiracy was hatched. So I think that we are seeing sort of the pieces of the puzzle come together.
And you know what else just came to my mind? The way that man let them people run up in that White House like that, it ain't no way he should have been up for running anyway. That should have automatically disqualified him.
Nirvana say it's anyway, but
Hey, Nirvana.
what's good, Nirvana? Man, my bad. On that one, I just got into the conversation. His sentence is July 11th. Hold on. Let me hold on. Let me read this, and then I'm gonna draw the link again. July 11th, which is only a few days before the Republicans are supposed to announce him as the man. Look here, man, that's crazy. I'm telling you, I got to pay attention. His lawyers already specified. How you get an appeal? Yeah. It takes you to be in jail. I'm talking about when I was in jail as a motherfucking felon.
Damn near a whole year.
It take you damn near a year to get a fucking appeal or even get seen.
Mm-hmm.
This is some book, man. Y'all better pay attention, man. This means it can still be overturned and appeals court, and it also said this does not keep him from being to run for president. Man, that's all right.
He should have been disqualified for what he did at the White House. He should have not been in the running anyway. He should have not been in the running anyway.
What's going on, True?
The way he told them people to run up in there and do what they did.
It ain't even. I'm telling y'all, man. All right, I'm finna pull up the Constitution. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna put some truth to what I be telling y'all, man. This shit ain't adding up. This shit is not adding up. Truth be told, say hey there.
Hey, True.
I didn't say that, True. I say you know what I said. I talked to you. You know what I said. Let me bring up. Let me bring up the Constitution. Well, I can't do it because this thing in my way, so I ain't finna do it. Y'all just look at the Constitution for being a president. Let me see. Now that you're rich white man, welcome to America.
Don't say it too many times because they might go in there and change it.
This is why. So yeah, y'all. With that being said, hold on. For the comments that's in the building, y'all. This our song.
real shit. Commission on everything. I want to buy 100 summers, nigga. Fuck that, 100 winners too. Ain't no nigga stop me from getting this cash, nigga. I see the streets. I don't fuck with these niggas cause they shady. These bitches, they just wanna have my baby. Born in the 80s. It's holiday season, bitch. Mama, she was in the streets, so guess who raised me? Hey, you motherfucking right, couldn't get it from my mama, so I got out the block. Been working my whole life, but I ain't never punched a car. 9 years old, I seen a nigga get shot. Damn. Niggas quick to run they mouth when they get jammed. Pussy ass nigga tell it on his own fam. The same nigga that you break your neck for. Be the same nigga that cost you out and what you up. Supposed to be chasing money, but you chasing bitch. Real bosses don't talk, we just sit back and listen. Stack that paper up and then make boss moves. She like to argue, so I sent that bitch to law school. You keep it real with your dog no matter what. Free. Son, 50 class, you know you see her set you up. Free. Ain't no such thing as love. Free. The only thing I trust is this pistol and these slugs. Free. Real nigga shit, only when I do speak. If that nigga don't work, then he a fucking leech. I ain't got shit for a nigga, ain't nothing in this motherfucking world free. Say he got the motherfucking bass thumping. Y'all got the motherfucking trap jumping. Doors to the trap open, I say something. Hell no, don't ask, I ain't fucking nothing. Fuck your bitch and told her I see you around. Dog just skip town with 200,000. Dog just poured an 8 in the 2-liter pop. They say dog's addicted to these streets just like it's pop. Addicted to hustling, I can't stop. Won't stop. Can't stop. Never hear me complain about what I ain't got. Cause if I want it, I'ma go get it. Yeah. Free my nigga, yo, dig. Got paper around tatted on your whole titty. So that nigga you getting high with, you really your enemy. Every day niggas cross their partners out for Benjamin. Dog no matter what. Free. Son, 50 class, you know you should have set you up. Free. Ain't no such thing as love. Free. The only thing I trust is this pistol and these slugs. Free. Real nigga shit, only when I do speak. If that nigga don't work, then he a fucking leech. I ain't got shit for a nigga, ain't nothing in this motherfucking world free.
So you telling me that these folks could do what they want to do, and we have Native Americans. This is what I'm saying. This is why I think that's why they keep on dropping my motherfucking video, and they keep on clipping my fucking video, and they keep taking my videos off and dropping them off the motherfucking screen, my nigga, because they know this shit is wild, my nigga. They know this shit is wild, man, and we steady be going for this bullshit, man. So you telling...
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you need it. So you telling me that Trump under impeachment's already, like I say, man, it's some reason this shit don't go along with the program and what they teaching y'all. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy, y'all. For real, for real.
It just shows how corrupt all this mess is. That's what it.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, man. I'm telling y'all real talk. It ain't just him. It's all these crackers, man. It's all these crackers, man, nigga. And it's some of these niggas too, my nigga, that's going along with this shit and hush my they motherfucking mouth, my nigga.
All this stuff is connected. It ain't none of this mess that ain't already rigged.
Man, this shit wild.
So they gonna come back and they gonna find him not guilty before the election so he could still be president?
Man, that's what it seemed like, Truth. He could still be a fella. And but it then, I'm finna figure out how I get my ballot up. And I'm finna run for president. Cause I know I'm a convicted felon. Big fact. So you telling me y'all starting to realize what I've been trying to tell y'all all this time, man. Man, these crackers ain't playing no games, man. They'll hide us niggas, and they have these motherfucking crackers get spread in our face, committing PPP loans and everything else, and they get off. Y'all gotta be for real. Ain't like I say, man, I don't give a fuck who don't like it. My nigga, nah, fuck y'all crackers, my nigga. For real, for real. Cause y'all crackers think y'all gonna keep playing these games. Man, look here, man. These games gotta be cut out, man. We ain't about these games, man. We ain't about these games. For real. We ain't about these games, man. This shit gotta be cut out. And if you niggas don't see this shit going on, I'm talking about you Native Americans, my nigga. I ain't talking about these motherfucking Mexicans. I ain't talking about these mixed breeds. I ain't talking about none of these motherfuckers. I'm talking about you Native Americans, nigga. You niggas who know y'all ain't never been in the motherfucking Africa. Y'all ain't had no history in Africa. Y'all letting these crackers run over us like this, my nigga. We letting a man run over us like this, my nigga, and we watching this shit in our face. Come on, man. This shit here wild. This shit here wild, my nigga. My nigga, man, these crackers talking about giving me 17 fucking years. My nigga, for a motherfucker, man, for possession, I ain't hurt nobody. A motherfucker choose to go buy dope. But man, look here, man. This cracker here gonna walk with 34 motherfucking fellas. Nigga, they told me, my nigga, nigga, you on your third strike, nigga, you out of here. But this cracker get able to walk. Man, fuck this. So you telling me it's more than 3 strikes? Hey, so you telling me it's more than 3 strikes though? Yeah, this shit wild, boy. Boy, hey, boy, this shit wild, boy. And this shit in our face. Man, nah, I'm gonna get my message out here. I'm gonna give like everybody else do reactions. I'm gonna do a reaction. Fuck how they feel about it when how I said. So you telling me, as a black man, a black Native American, a cracker could tell me I could catch 3 fucking fellas and I'd be out of here. But a cracker could catch 34 motherfucking fellas and his ass, they still talking about potentially. You telling me that when I fight for an appeal, I gotta sit in the fucking jailhouse to fight for this appeal. And this cracker fight for an appeal inside a mansion? This shit is crazy. I tell you that, boy. So you telling me all this shit I've been doing is backwards. Man, this boy. They go crazy out here, boy. Hey, this shit crazy. This shit crazy. Hey, I ain't lying to y'all, man. That shit just pisses me off every time. But let's get back to it. We ain't gonna worry about what I'm talking about. Let's get back into it. Let's get back into it. Let's this hypocrisy going on.
Making this what was in one case a misdemeanor, now a felony crime, falsification of the records in furtherance of hiding this New York State election law conspiracy.
Any moment now, we could get the verdict in this case against Donald J. Trump, these 34 felony counts. The jury had asked for an additional 30 minutes. That time has passed, so we are on standby to find out what these 7 men and 5 women have decided in this case. There are also, we should note, 2 lawyers who are on this jury as well. Let's bring in Jan Crawford, who is our chief legal correspondent, also covers the Supreme Court. What do you see about today as we await this verdict?
Well, I mean, following up on Major's point, I think what is so extraordinary is this was kind of seen as maybe the weakest of the cases that could have been brought against former President Trump. The main case being, of course, potentially the prosecution for his attempts to overthrow the 2020 election. That case has kind of ground to a halt as it is now before the Supreme Court on whether or not he is absolutely immune from prosecution there. We're waiting a decision from the court, which could determine whether that trial will go forward. It could be potentially impossible for that prosecution. So we could be in a situation where out of all...
Y'all see what it say right there? Trump facing 34 fucking felonies account. As we know right now. So you telling me that this cracker here, as we know now, progressed over to the beginning. I mean, to the end of this whole live situation. He got found guilty. Y'all see the title right there. Y'all see what they wrote. He got found guilty of 30 motherfucking 4 accounts, felony accounts. And they ain't put this cracker in no motherfucking handcuffs. So you telling me I went to jail, I was in jail for selling rocks to people that wanted to buy rocks. And I didn't hurt nobody. I didn't do nothing to nobody. And I had to sit in jail off of 1 felony. And this cracker here could sit outside for 34 felonies. And in Florida, if your ass get caught with, I mean, out of 3 felonies, you up shit creek. Boy, look at that. Boy. I'm telling you, this fool went home. This fool went home. So you telling me when these motherfuckers went to jail for the PPP loan, why they didn't get out? Why they wasn't able to fight their cases on the street? Why they got 5, 20, 30 years? This shit crazy, man. This shit got a nigga all fucked up. I'm talking about, he ain't just going home. You right. You right. He's still gonna be president. Man, you motherfucking right. I mean, he's still gonna run for president. Then let's get into it, y'all.
All the cases, the classified documents case, the January 6th potential prosecution. In this case, this could end up being the only case against former President Trump to go to trial and potentially merit a conviction. And to Major's point, that could land in ways that we cannot possibly imagine. A former president being convicted on charges that are novel in some cases, considered weak by many legal commentators, and multiple grounds for the president to argue on statutory and constitutional grounds that he is going to appeal this and fight it in the appellate courts.
Donald Trump and his attorneys are in the courtroom. The judge is in the courtroom. The jury is being brought in. We are just minutes or seconds away from a verdict. And of course, as soon as we know that information, we will share it with you. I think one of the key questions likely that our viewers may have, if Donald Trump is a convicted felon, he can still run for president. Does it mean he will go to jail?
We don't know because the judge has discretion. As a matter of fact, in the closing arguments,
but he could.
Yes, he could.
I mean, that's out there on the table.
But in the closing arguments, former President Trump's...
So you telling me that this nigga can go to jail and still run for... But they keep telling us, you niggas, us niggas, that if we got a felon, we can't run for presidential. somebody lying out here to us. So you telling me that I can be a fucking president? Because it shouldn't even matter that I got a fucking felon. It shouldn't even matter. I think I need to run for president. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think I should run for president, man? Let's defend this shit here.
Lead attorney, was harshly
Matter of fact, we ain't gonna
criticized by the judge for injecting into his.
we gonna do this here. Yeah, we gonna do this here.
Yeah, bitch, I'm a lad. Yeah, just like a man. I did not deal what you do with that all, but just like a lad. Made them believe, now they all love me, just like a rap, just like a rap. Bitch, I'm a lad. Yeah, bitch, I'm a lad. I had to get it, I had to grind, just like a man, just like a man. I did not deal what you do with that all, but just like a lad. Make them believe, now they don't love me, just like a rap, yeah, bitch, I'm a lad, yeah. Leave at diamond, cause I like to shine. She give me the puss, I'ma fuck up her mind. Rewind up, we got murder on my mind. Ain't by the back, and don't hit my line. Puss of a so I put it in coach. Why am I cold? Cause I'm cooking this dope. Popping up shit that you doing the most. So do not disturb, you crazy hoe. Ain't really rapping, just floating on the beat. He is the clone, he wanna be me. She is the voucher, she fucking for free. Know how to make me, you can do it in my sleep. I go for y'all, y'all, squeeze and down, go. I go for bitches, like Alicia, they sucking this shit. I like that little music and shit. But on the low, I think he feeling it. Y'all the real behind the wall. Freely, yeah, I think he innocent. I'm there popping my shit, and I'm popping my shit, and I'm popping my shit. I got them hundreds, I got them hundreds. Oh my God, bitch, I'm a lad. I had to get it.
Let's go.
Just like a man. I did not deal what you do with that all, just like a lad. Make them believe, now they all love me, just like a rap. Yeah, bitch, I'm a lad. Yeah, bitch, I'm a lad. I had to get it, I had to grind, just like a man. I did not deal what you do with that all, just like a lad. Make them believe, now they all love me, just like a rap. Yeah, bitch, I'm a lad. Yeah. I ain't the gold, bitch, I'm the most. Look all this drill, I'm covered in toes. I told her, please, just like I'm told. Ain't there for me, yeah, just like I'm told. Pose still on me, keep poking my side. This little bit drunk, she keep blowing my high. She slowing it down, but on the nuts. She keep calling my phone, cause she wanna. I got on white like I'm in the ditch. I took a no-no, cause I'm on a bitch. Stay out my business, you know the whole. Please have the feds, ain't serving no more. Yeah, I got rich, but I bust me a head. She on the pier, I still want the head. No yet, but I'm still in my bag. You owe me your payment, and I'm on your ass. L-E-G-N-D. Spread out them letters when you talking to me. All of that other shit irrelevant to me. Bitch, I'm a legend when it comes to these streets. Bitch, I'm a legend. I had to get it, I had to grind, just like a man. I did not deal what you do with that all, just like a lad. Make them believe, now they all love me, just like a rap. Bitch, I'm a lad. Yeah, bitch, I'm a lad. I had to get it, I had to grind, just like a man. I did not deal what you do with that all, just like a lad. Make them believe, now they all love me, just like a rap. Bitch, I'm a lad. Yeah, bitch, I'm a lad.
So you telling me with my felonies, I can be a fucking president, even if I'm in jail. Let's listen.
Hey, that don't work for you.
Your
You
correspondent
can't be a
also
president.
covers the Supreme Court.
They didn't.
What do you see about
They didn't say cracker.
this verdict?
Well, I mean,
They said they didn't say this rule only apply to crackers.
This was kind of seen as maybe the weakest of the cases that could have been brought against former President Trump. The main case being, of course, potentially the prosecution for his attempts to overthrow the 2020 election. That case has kind of ground to a halt as it is now before the Supreme Court on whether or not he is absolutely immune from prosecution there. We're waiting a decision from the court, which could determine whether that trial will go forward. It could be potentially impossible for that prosecution. So we could be in a situation where out of all the cases, the classified documents case, the January 6th potential prosecution, in this case, this could end up being the only case against former President Trump to go to trial and potentially merit a conviction. And to Major's point, that could land in ways that we cannot possibly imagine. A former president being convicted on charges that are novel in some cases, considered weak by many legal commentators, and multiple grounds for the president to argue on statutory and constitutional grounds that he is going to appeal this and fight it in the appellate courts.
Donald Trump and his attorneys are in the courtroom. The judge is in the courtroom. The jury is being brought in. We are just minutes or seconds away from a verdict. And of course, as soon as we know that information, we will share it with you. I think one of the key questions, Blakely, that our viewers may have, if Donald Trump is a convicted felon, he can still run for president. Does it mean he will go to jail?
We don't know because the judge has discretion. As a matter of fact, in the closing arguments,
But he could.
Yes, he could.
I mean, that's out there on the table.
So you telling me, as a convicted felon, I can run for president? I think I'm gonna run for president, y'all. Y'all gonna back me? Y'all let me know if y'all gonna back me, cause I'm gonna run for president. Cause ain't nothing stopping me. Just cause I got, you know what I'm saying, I got a felony, shit, I can still run for president. Shit, matter of fact, I can still commit crimes and still run for president. So you telling me all this time I thought I was disqualified for being a president. Yeah, man. Hey, look here, man. I'm finna run for president. Cause they didn't say only crackers could do this. They didn't say that. I'm waiting. Oh, let's listen. Maybe they'll say it.
But in the closing arguments, former President Trump's lead attorney, was harshly criticized by the judge for injecting into his closing argument something that defense attorneys know they shouldn't inject, which is, you can't send a former president to jail over this. And the judge said, wait a minute, you can't talk about that. First of all, it's a discretion in my hands. And second of all, you can't talk to a jury that way in your close. But the former president's legal counsel injected that, I believe, as a safe harbor to tell the jury the stakes are so high. Tactically, I believe the jury knew that going in. The jury has known from day one the stakes are enormously high. One other point, talking about this 2015 meeting in Trump Tower. The prosecution said that's where this began, and it took on incredible relevance in the final weeks of the campaign, which I remember vividly, Nor, because I was covering it day by day, when the status of Donald Trump as the Republican Party nominee was thrown into great distress by the Access Hollywood tape and everything that flowed from that.
I think it's very important that you bring this up, because people say, I don't understand why this is relevant. This relationship that they had 18 years ago, why is this coming up now again?
Look at this shit, y'all. 34. Man, you can't.
How many times you say that?
Damn, but 34, y'all.
About to change.
Because it was. October was when the Access Hollywood tape came out.
Yes.
Donald Trump's team was worried that this would completely derail his chances in beating Hillary Clinton. This is the motivation to squash
And lots
stories
of
about
behind-the-scenes conversations about, is there an alternative? Should
God,
Pence become the nominee?
Like a book.
The one and only time in that campaign, or his presidency, or his post-presidency, Donald Trump publicly apologized. He recorded what was described in gallows humor by Trump aides that time as a hostage video to say, I'm sorry for this locker room talk. That shows the depth of distress within the Trump campaign over that particular time. And the Stormy Daniels story, if it had been confirmed and verified in that real time, the Trump campaign had every reason to believe that could have been not only damaging, Nora, but potentially fatal in the closing hours, closing weeks of that campaign.
We are just moments away from a verdict in the case against Donald Trump. I want to bring in Errol Burnett, who is outside the courtroom. You can see a lot of the activity, though, where Errol is, a lot of the police activity. And Errol, remind us what some of the questions were that the jury had today in terms of clarification.
Nora, that's what's so interesting. It was yesterday, after only approximately 4 hours of deliberating, that the jurors had notes for the judge. They needed instruction from the judge on what it meant to infer something. They also wanted instructions as to how to value Michael Cohen's testimony, considering he was an accomplice to this alleged crime. They also wanted 4 additional pieces of testimony as it related to David Pecker, a close confidant, and someone who testified that he's still a friend of Trump and considers him a mentor. And they had questions about testimony relating to a Trump Tower meeting in August of 2015, which the prosecution says was the nexus, the core, the origins of a scheme to deceive the American public by suppressing negative stories about Donald Trump in the tabloids, amplifying negative stories about his opponents to effectively pave the way for him to the White House. They wanted clarification on that. And what's interesting is when the judge clarified that because Michael Cohen is an accomplice, you cannot convict based on his testimony alone unless it is corroborated by other evidence and testimony as part of the trial. Also, he clarified to them that they can infer something. Basically, he used the analogy of if it rained overnight. Even if you didn't see the rain, you can infer that it rained overnight if you can see outside your window in the morning and people have umbrellas and the pavement is wet. So even in the absence of direct fact, you can make an inference as a jury if other facts seem to suggest and reasonably line up another scenario. And so as we await to hear what the exact verdict is, we are now, I understand, inside the courtroom with jurors seated, with Donald Trump looking quite anxious. We're getting a word of what the verdict is.
We are getting word on the first count that Donald Trump is guilty. Now remember, there are 34 counts that we will go through. Count 2, guilty. Count 3, guilty. Count 4, guilty. Count 5 and 6, guilty. Count 7, guilty. Count 8, guilty. Count 9, guilty. Count 10, guilty. Count 11, guilty. Count 12, guilty.
God
Count
damn.
13, guilty. Count 14 and 15, guilty. Count 16, guilty.
I can go
Remember, this
piss
is
with
a
this.
unanimous decision by the jury
Yeah,
on each of
but
these
it's like-
counts. Count 17, guilty.
Shit.
Count 18, guilty. Count 19, guilty. Count 20, guilty. Count 21, guilty. Count 22, guilty. Count 23, guilty. Count 24, guilty. Count 25, guilty. Count 26, guilty. Count 27, guilty. Count 28, guilty. 29, guilty. Count 30, guilty.
Yeah, I beat it.
Count
I
31, guilty.
beat that
Count
fast.
32, guilty. Count 33, guilty. Count 34, guilty. Donald Trump has been found guilty on all counts of falsifying business records in an attempt to cover up these alleged relationships in the New York hush money trial. It's an extraordinary moment.
It's an extraordinary moment. But all right. So you telling me that y'all just watched this man get found guilty of 34 fucking counts of felonies. And y'all don't see nothing strange about that when you got a cousin, you got a brother, you got a sister that's sitting there doing time in jail. Y'all don't feel nothing different. Man, I'm just gonna get up out of here, y'all. Let me get y'all up out of here, man. Yeah. We got London on the track. I ain't asked that nigga for nothing. I took the heart away. So put me over, coming with the dope that took my heart away. Heart away.
hard way, hard way. Jumping in hard way, jumping in hard way. And it's getting with the last bad bitch, bad habits. That money gotta have. I used to dream of living lavish. Now I need to live in lavish. My phone with the scene was fast. If I ain't eating, then I'm fasting. Yeah. Fat as fuck, body too dirty to get if I can fit a little bit up. And damn work, so I gave it to one of my bitches. I said it about a bitch, for real. That's what I did. Fuck up the next thing about a bitch. Oh, me and my kid. Yeah. I took the hard away. Didn't know how to sell crack. I was giving that hard away. Fucked up, I had the ball play. That shit took my heart away. But I've been through hard days. Fuck that. I was definitely up in the homeless. Looking for trouble to burn. I ain't asked down nigga for nothing. I took the hard away. Third put me over, coming with the note. They took my heart away. Hard nigga for my nigga ain't gone. Throw a holiday. Don't put it hard away. Hard away. I ain't asked down nigga for nothing. I took the hard away. Third put me over, coming with the note. They took my heart away. Hard away. Hard away. Hard away. Yo, man, this hard away. I'm the one I ain't pin. I used to stop at your clinic. Yo, now I go fuck up and leave. Spend a few months on penny. Yo, ever since I can remember, since elementary, all I wanted was me. I used to stay from my grandmama change, y'all. Just the best of them to be the pictures of me. I be out at the street like these niggas live out the street like my block was hot before the one with Tunchi. I ain't even kick my baby G9. I'm from Teddy Bunny from the 2 chain. Had a double bag with the few thing. Before I rolled the Gucci in the loose thing. Ran with those fake killers, Wu Tang. Yeah, I took the hard way. Didn't know how to sell crack. I just want y'all to think about y'all cousin, y'all uncle, y'all brother, y'all sister, y'all auntie, y'all mama. Who gonna be doing time in jail right now while that cracker here gonna walk? None. I took them hard with 34 accounts of found guilty. Nigga put my nigga and gone. Don't holiday. Don't put it hard away. Hard away. I ain't asked now nigga for nothing. I took them hard away. Now we gonna catch up back with y'all. This is only part 1, man. We gonna come back with part 2, y'all. Hard away. Hard away. Don't put it hard away. Y'all know this 48 hours uncensored. We're gonna see what this video do, man. If they knock this video, y'all already know what it is. I ain't asked now nigga for nothing. I took the hard away. Took put me over, coming with the nose, that's my hard away. Hard nigga for my nigga ain't gone. Don't holiday. Don't put it hard away. Hard away. I ain't asked now nigga for nothing. I took the hard away. Took put me over, coming with the nose, that's my hard away. Hard away. Hard away. Hard away. Don't put it hard away. We definitely appreciate everybody who came in and rocked out with us, man. Y'all already know how this shit go. This shit go uncensored, so I already know. So we gonna, like I say, YouTube, man. This was only for educational purpose only. I'm able to freedom of speech and speak how I need to speak to the people that understand me. So other than that, y'all make sure y'all have a blessed day, man. And I'm out of here. Y'all already know what it is. This is uncensored. Yeah.